Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I write under the pen names Lyra Parish, and I'm one half of the USA Today best-selling duo Kennedy Fox. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about drive-by marketing, what it is, why you shouldn't do it, and other things you can do instead of that. I'm sure some of you are like, Courtney, what the heck is drive-by marketing? So drive-by marketing is actually a term that I coined back in 2012. I'll give you a little backstory on it and why I call this drive-by marketing and why I feel like it's very detrimental to your brand and what you're actually trying to accomplish. So back in 2012, I was helping a small publisher market their authors' books. At that point, I had written a book, I had gotten a contract on it. I decided that I was no longer going to publish that book, so that same company ended up hiring me for marketing. Not really in that order, but that's basically what happened. At that point, I was trying to help their authors get out there into the world. This was back in the day whenever Twitter was amazing in my eyes. That's the only place that I hung out. Now I'm more Facebook, which most of you know. Instagram hadn't really taken off yet. This company hired me to do marketing for their authors, and I was running everything underneath my personal profile and my Courtney profile, and they wanted to be my friend on Facebook. And the first thing that I would get put on my wall is, "Hi, thanks for your friend request. Please buy my book." And that's what I call drive-by marketing. It is equivalent to you driving by someone's house, pulling your gun out the window and just plop, 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 shooting, and then you keep going. You're not even waiting for a reply. You're not waiting for anything. You're just posting your stuff and you're running. That is drive-by marketing. This was back in 2012. It is 2019 and people are still doing this. Mainly it's newbies, because they don't really understand how marketing works for books. So they're just trying to put their link in as many places as possible. This is not a good look, guys. Like, please do not friend request people and instantly post a link to your book on their wall without ever having a conversation with them at all. Also, drive-by marketing happens in messages. Even today, when I accept some people, they will instantly message me with, "Hi, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. Would you like to buy my book?" And they'll give a link. This does not work. I think we're at a place in social media where you need to make real connections with people instead of just like posting links. I see a lot of this in groups on Facebook as well. I see authors whose release day plan is to just go into 50 groups and post the link for people to buy your book. Guys, we scroll through Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything so fast that that doesn't make people stop anymore. Links to Amazon or Apple or all of that, people just ignore it. They scroll on by it, and you'll notice that if you go into these groups, you'll see that like 90% of those posts have zero interaction. There's no likes on the post. There's no comments on the post. It's just a buy me pitch. It is 100% drive-by marketing. And I'm sorry to say, but in 2012 it didn't really work. And in 2019, it really doesn't work. The friend request thing really irks me because recently I've had people who are very aggressive with wanting me to read their book. There are some people who have asked nicely and I've had to tell them that I can't because I really do not have time. But there are also people who are just straight up rude. First of all, I am an author. I do not promote anywhere that I read other people's books and review them. That's not something that I do. That is not something that I will do. I have zero desire to be a book reviewer. There are tons of people who are very good at it, who read quickly. I am not one of those people. People have just been aggressive and they will follow me on Instagram and instantly I will get a message asking me to read and review their book. And when I say no thank you, I appreciate it, good luck, these people get mean about it. And it's nothing personal, but this doesn't work, guys. I am not a blogger. So for someone to do this to bloggers or bookstagrammers, I feel like this would be a major turnoff. Drive-by marketing does affect your brand. You do not want to be one of these authors who just randomly messages people and asks them to review their book or to buy their book. It doesn't work. So if this is a part of your plan, please, 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 Do not do this. Also, another thing that I've seen is friends post about books that they've loved or that they've written, and I've seen other people kind of act like vultures on this post and will go and comment back to people with a link to their own book that they've written, and I feel like this is so dirty, and this is one of those things that you should not do. I consider that drive-by marketing as well. If at any point you think, oh, I'm just gonna post my link here and just keep moving, that is drive-by marketing. You have to think about this from the other person's perspective. So put yourself in their shoes. So let's say that you accept someone and instantly you get spammed by this person who you just friend requested. I mean, you haven't even been friends for 60 seconds and they're already posting links on your wall for you to buy something from them. You do not have a relationship with them. You have zero trust in them. Usually when people do this, the covers, I'm sorry, are not very good. Most of the people that I've seen who do this are very green. They are not experienced self-published or traditional published authors. It just seems like they don't really know what's going on or how to really market, and I think that's the main problem, is that they do not understand what needs to happen, the steps that you need to take. So instead of putting all of your time and energy into posting your link in 50 groups that are not really gonna get any kind of interaction, or constantly friending people on Facebook or Twitter or wherever so you can send them links to your books, I would say to put all of that time and energy into creating an author newsletter, because this is gonna be one of the #1 things that you have for your future launches. Now, yes, your current book may not be selling and you may feel very desperate to just spam everybody with this link. It's being looked at as spam, as something that no one is interested in. Word of mouth is going to be your best friend, and this is why I say newsletters are important. You get to reach people on a personal level who could in return buy your book, read it, love it, and then spread your links. It's much different whenever other people are saying, oh my God, this book is amazing, than for you yourself to go, oh my God, my book is amazing. Like, you need to totally read it. Here's the link, spend $4.99 on it. Thank you very much. But they don't even come back and say thank you. They're just like, here's my link, buy my book, bye. Drive-by marketing. That's what it is, guys. And if you learn anything from this video, do not do that. Anyone who takes this seriously, other authors, readers, bloggers, bookstagrammers, I don't think that they really like that or appreciate it. I've seen so many posts all over the place where people are like, please do not friend me and message me about your book. Like, nobody wants that. It's a commercial that's not even that great. It is something that really irritates me, and I've gotten to the point where I've just started deleting people. If you come to me and you are like, hey, buy my book, instantly, Nibbler, show them how guilty you are right now. Stop sitting on that. Stoops. That's the cat, guys. And this is what she likes to do. She likes to come in here whenever I'm filming a video and sit on the printer, I think because it pops up. Hey, you can stay right there. All right. Back to the video. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. I have no idea. We were talking about drive-by marketing. It's a scammy tactic. It's one that's not very professional. It's not going to sell you books, and it's a waste of your time. I think that if you put that time into creating an author newsletter, if you put that time into actually writing down a marketing plan, if you took that time to reach out to bloggers who have groups on Facebook to do a takeover, I think that would be a more productive use of your time. I don't agree when people say, hey, just go and put your links in all these places and you'll sell books. I don't think that it works. I think it is basically a waste of time. If you do anything as a self-published author, instead of going into 1,000 groups and friending all these people, write a 10,000 word novella, go to Fiverr and get you a cover made, and then go put this stuff on BookFunnel and Prolific. It will help you grow your list with readers who like your work, who downloaded it. I would also say reach out to some bloggers or some groups that has readers who enjoy the type of books that you write, and it would be very nice whenever you message the admins and be like, hi, my name is so-and-so, I love your group. First of all, don't just join the group and immediately go in there and just ask to take it over. Like, be an active member, comment on posts, be authentic. Don't go in there to try to be a robot just so you can take over the group. Like, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying to join groups that you actually like and participate. Once you've participated and you have basically introduced yourself to everyone, then maybe ask the admin if they allow takeovers in that group and take it over for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, so you can tell people about your book, you can do a giveaway for it, you can do whatever which introduces people to you and your personality. I would also say to reach out to bloggers without drive-by marketing. Actually research people, the types of books that they like, their website, their Goodreads, see how you submit your books to be reviewed, and maybe reach out to maybe 10 or 15, maybe 20 or 30 bloggers and ask them politely. Make sure that your email or your message or however they want to be contacted has all the information that they request, but make sure that you're polite and you thank them and you are your authentic self. Instead of going through and drive-by marketing people, which is a tactic we've already established does not work, try those 3 things. I think that if you make real relationships and you are your true authentic self online, then you can be successful at being a self-published author. There are people out there who really do not know what they're doing and who tell people or set this weird scammy standard that it's okay to just go into groups and spam links, or it's okay to just friend a bunch of people and post on their profile or message them on Twitter, or it's just, it doesn't work, and it hasn't worked, and it's not going to work. You have to be more real. You have to be your true self online. And I think with that, if you make real solid relationships with people, you actually try, I think that it will help you, your brand, and in return, it will help your book. Everyone knows that I can be reached anywhere. I mean, it's not a secret. If you message me, I'm probably gonna message you back. That's because I put out into the internet world that I am accessible. I'm easy to talk to. I like chatting with people. That's why I tell y'all to leave comments below, because I love conversation. I'm an approachable person, and I think people realize that I'm not pretending to be that way, and that's how I really am. And I think that if you become more comfortable in groups and more active, then maybe it's not so scary to message an admin and ask them. And remember, as long as you're being polite and you're not just being a drive-by marketer and just joining, asking, you know, and trying to get as many and as much of this out there that you can, I think people will really appreciate that and they'll respect that. And the worst thing that someone can say to you is no. I'm sorry, you can't. Well, then you just move on. It's not that big of a deal. Bloggers are busy. Group admins are busy. Authors are busy. Like, we're all very busy people. So if someone tells you no, it is not the end of the world. I'm sure it's not personal. You may get 15 no's and 15 yeses. And that's 15 groups or 15 posts or 15 people who will review, or whatever the case is, your book. And so I personally find that as a win. And getting no's as an answer is hard. It's not easy. Asking is hard. Getting a no in response is hard, but I can tell you that all the people that I've told no to that I'm not gonna read their book, it takes me a long time to come up with that message, because it's not easy for me, because I know how nerve-wracking it is to ask someone and how you have to like go out on a limb to do that. And then for someone to just smash that after you've already like built yourself up and got a little confidence to ask them, I know how hard that is. So if you've decided to stop your drive-by shady marketing tactics and you're gonna try those 3 things that I said, building your newsletter, asking group admins if you can take over after you have become an active member inside of that group, or reaching out to bloggers to review your book, I think that it will be time well spent. And of course it might be awkward at first, but the more you do it, the easier it becomes. You kind of break out of your little scared self-published author newbie shell at some point. Anyway, that is what drive-by marketing is. That's a few things that you can do to avoid doing drive-by marketing, because we know that it's not a good thing. I hope that this video is helpful. If you have anything to add that you would like to recommend other authors do instead of drive-by marketing, make sure to leave it below. Y'all chat amongst yourselves down there. We can start a little community and we can have full conversations in the comments section. You all know that I try to reply back to every single comment that people leave. I love your insight, even if it's just a, hey, I watched this video, loved it. I love it. It encourages me to keep going and to record these videos for you. If you have any questions about anything that I discussed, feel free to ask it below and I will answer you. That's gonna wrap up this video. I hope that you have a productive week. You write all the words and I will see you again in my next video. Bye.